The internet gives us a glimpse into the crazy happening all around us. Unhinged behavior, personal secrets, unbelievable coincidences. It's all one big circus, and the RR Show is your front row seat. Each week, we curate the wildest Reddit stories just for you. Whether you're into hilarious accidents, insane relationship drama, or pure chaos, these insane confessions are sure to make your jaw drop. Listen to the RR Show weekly on Mondays via your favorite podcast platform, or get your episodes early and ad-free by becoming a member. The RR Show. All of the drama, none of the hassle.
This is The Planted Runner. I'm Coach Claire Bartholic. When dreaming about your next vacation, it's easy to get lost down an internet rabbit hole of tropical islands, fantastic restaurants, and amazing natural wonders. We'll research the coolest sights to see, maybe the most unique places to shop, or what the locals do for fun. And for us runners, we look for places we can run. Maybe all we need is a hotel gym to get in a few treadmill miles before the kids wake up. Or maybe we're scoping out Strava routes or even Googling local running shops for the best intel. On the one hand, shouldn't vacations be about rest and relaxation? But surely that doesn't mean we should skip our runs and workouts and potentially lose the fitness that we've worked so hard for. What's the right way to balance your training when you're traveling, especially if you have a family? Let's find out. Welcome to The Planted Runner. I'm Coach Claire Bartholic, and my mission is to help you improve your running, your mindset, and your life with science-backed training and plant-based nutrition. Today, we're going to tackle the topic of training on trips, specifically vacations with your loved ones. We'll get into how to plan your vacation for the ideal time in your training cycle, how to stay fit and healthy while still having fun, and if you do decide to skip training altogether, how much fitness, if any, you'll lose while lounging by the pool. And if you're gearing up for a big race this fall, now is the time to get your training plan in place while also accounting for your summer travel plans. To make things easier, I've just built a super cool training strategy quiz that will help you figure out exactly which training solution is perfect for you. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later on in the show, but if you're ready to check it out now, head to theplantedrunner.com/start. Don't forget to stay tuned all the way to the end of the episode for another Mental Strength Minute. Fortify your mind in 60 seconds or less. It's been said that vacations ruin training and training ruins vacations. Some of us will be so focused on getting our runs and workouts in that we get stressed about fitting it all in, which in turn stresses the rest of the family out. The fun trip you've planned becomes anything but fun and relaxing. Or we go the opposite route and completely toss the schedule out. We might indulge in a few too many pina coladas or go back for thirds at the all-you-can-eat buffet. And then we end up feeling guilty that we've blown all our hard work. It doesn't have to be like this. The first thing to consider is the timing of your trip. Ideally, you plan to have your vacation right after your goal race. That way you can relax, recover, and indulge completely guilt-free. In fact, I recommend that you don't run at all in the 7 days after a marathon or even longer, not only to give your legs a break and a chance to heal, but to give yourself a mental break as well. Perfect timing for that tropical trip. But unfortunately, life does not always fit perfectly neatly into your ideal running schedule. Kids, spouses, work, or that great travel deal that you just can't pass up often don't fall in line with your perfect plan. So you need to adjust. But how? The first place to start is to look at where you are in your running cycle. If you are just at the beginning of a big training block, a week in the Caribbean probably isn't going to matter that much in terms of how you will race in 3 or 4 months. But throw in a week of margaritas and beach lounging 6 weeks before your major marathon of the year, and you might run into a little trouble. One way to plan your trip would be to look at your overall training schedule and see if you can make the week of your trip a down week. Down weeks are scheduled weeks of training that follow 2 or 3 harder weeks, designed to help your body absorb all that good training well, so that you can continue to build without overtraining the following week. If you plan for a down week while you are away, then you can get away with just a few easy runs and jump back into your schedule when you return without missing a beat. You might not even have to move an entire week around if you get a little creative. So let's say you're leaving on a Saturday and there's no way to get in that long run. Try and see if you can squeeze it in Friday instead so that your vacation is more rest and easy runs. Unless your partner is also a runner, it can be really tough to plan a 3-hour run while the rest of the family waits for you to finish. Most runners are active people that choose equally active vacations. So think about what you'll do on your trip and how that will affect your training. If your idea of a great vacation is trekking in the Himalayas, then you're clearly going to be getting in plenty of exercise and keeping up your fitness, so you don't have to worry about missing your 4-mile easy run that day. On the other hand, if you're going on a cruise with the kiddos with the all-you-can-eat buffet, you're going to want to hop on the ship treadmill or do a million laps around the boat before they wake up to offset some of the indulgence. As you're planning your trip, don't forget to plan your runs as well. You can use Map My Run or Strava or other running apps to help you plan your routes. Doing this ahead of time can save time on your trip so you can run and have more time for fun. An even better resource is the local running shop. Search for a shop in the town you plan to visit and call or check out their website for good places to run or group runs that you can join. They can be a wealth of information to help you find safe and fun routes in a new city. If there's no running store in the area, don't be shy about asking the hotel or restaurant staff if they know about safe or unsafe places to run. Speaking of safety, you'll want to be more aware of your surroundings in an unfamiliar place. Leave the headphones at the hotel and enjoy your surroundings, taking in all the sights and sounds. And don't forget to tell your family the planned route before you head out the door, just in case. Even better is to have a tracking app on your phone and your watch so your partner knows exactly where you are. If nothing seems suitable for a run outside, 30 minutes on the hotel treadmill is not the worst thing in the world. Add in 10 minutes of strength training after that, and you've got a solid workout in before breakfast. Exactly what kind of strength work should you be doing? And what about that speed session you have on your schedule? I'll go over those right after the break. If you're training for a big race this fall, can I ask you something? You're about to spend the next 3 or 4 months waking up early, running through summer heat and humidity, rearranging your family's schedule because you've said yes to a goal that's important enough to demand these things from you. So why would you trust all of that to some mass market training plan? You are not the average runner, and I'm not talking about average paces here. You have your own goals, your own strengths, your own weaknesses, your schedule, your own life. That's why I created a new quiz to help you find the right training solution for you. In less than 2 minutes, you'll answer a few simple questions, and I'll guide you to the best option based on your experience, your goals, and the level of support you actually need. Whether that's a custom training plan, group coaching, or something more personalized, you'll get my recommendation designed around you, not the algorithm. Because your race matters, your time matters, and the work you're about to put in this summer deserves a plan that fits your life. Head to theplantedrunner.com/start and let's find the right path to your best race. That's theplantedrunner.com/start.
The Planted Runner is sponsored by Liquid IV. Did you know that I was a Class 5 whitewater rafting guide in my 20s? For 3 summers, I guided guests down some of the wildest rivers in the West while the sun beat down on us and the icy water kept us cool. Hydration at the time was a rinsed out orange juice jug roped to the raft. Thankfully, today we have superior hydration. Liquid IV delivers longer lasting hydration than water alone. And right now you can get 20% off your first order with code PLANTED at checkout. I love the mandarin orange flavor and rely on it after every workout. Just 1 stick and 16 ounces of water hydrates better than water alone. Powered by Live Hydroscience, an optimized ratio of electrolytes, essential vitamins, and clinically tested nutrients that turn ordinary water into extraordinary hydration. Soak up unforgettable moments with on-the-go hydration from Liquid IV. Tear, pour, live more. Go to liquidiv.com and get 20% off your first order with code PLANTED at checkout. That's 20% off your first order with code PLANTED at liquidiv.com.
Welcome back to The Planted Runner. I'm Coach Claire Bartholic. So you've planned out a glorious vacation in the tropics, done a few easy runs, and now you've got speed work on the schedule. Speed work can be more challenging while traveling, especially if you're used to running on the track at home. And if your trip is hot and humid, sunny, or hilly, it's going to be even more difficult. The best choices here are to either skip the track work and opt for longer intervals that can be done on roads, or, again, use the good old treadmill. Arranging your runs before you leave so you don't have your most important and/or intense runs during your trip can save a lot of hassle and stress. Because you are on vacation to relax and have fun, right? Being flexible with your running while you're on a trip can make everyone's trip more fun. So while you do want to plan things out as much as you can, allowing room for mixing things up is also a good idea. So maybe you decide to sleep in one morning, but you spend 5 hours sightseeing on foot. That is great aerobic exercise, so no harm there. What about hiking, kayaking, or swimming? All great options. If you do have a chance to run, but you can't get in the 6-mile tempo you had planned for the day, chop it down to 3 miles with a warm-up and cool down and call it a day. Maintaining the frequency of your running is far more important than distance or intensity. Now that we've got the running covered, let's talk about your strength work. Keeping up your strength training can be somewhat tricky on your trip, especially if you are the type that likes a longer session a couple days a week. I recommend that you commit to a short but effective 8 to 10 minute body weight routine that you can do each morning or evening in your hotel room or the hotel gym while everyone else is brushing their teeth. You'll want to include one exercise for each major muscle group: legs, arms and shoulders, core, full body. So an example would be you could do squats, push-ups, lunges, and sit-ups. Another could be hold plank, chair dips, reverse lunges, one-legged deadlifts, or you could do the lunge matrix, which is a set of lunges in each direction, then switching legs. You might be surprised how sweaty you'll get in just 8 to 10 minutes, and I promise you it's super effective. If you don't want to even think about remembering what I just said, which exercises to do for how long, a great solution is to hit up YouTube. I've got a collection of 10 to 20 minute workouts specifically geared for runners that you can do with or without weights anywhere in the world. Head to YouTube and search The Planted Runner, and I've got you covered. But what if you just want to call it good and not run or work out at all for the whole trip? Will you really have to go back to square one with your fitness? No. You will probably lose less fitness than you think. After a week of running, it will take you just about a week or two of good running to get right back where you were fitness-wise. In fact, studies show that there is very minimal fitness loss after taking 7 to 10 days off. Sure, you might feel a little rusty that first day back on the track after your trip, but physically, not a lot has changed in your fitness, especially if you had a trip full of activities. You might even feel a fitness boost from the time off if you train hard regularly. Sometimes we don't realize where the line is between good training and overtraining, and a little time off can help push the reset button, letting damaged tissue and nagging injuries heal, as well as getting a mental refresh. After all, there's nothing like a good break of not running to show you just how important it is to you. So have fun, do a little work, and your running will be right back where you left it when you get back. And now it's time for the Mental Strength Minute. Fortify your mind in 60 seconds or less. Today's topic is sneak up on your fitness. Humans are by nature impatient. We don't always mind working hard, but we want results as soon as possible. The problem with that is our bodies hate change. Lose weight and your appetite goes up. Run more and eventually you'll hit a plateau and stop adapting. The trick is to sneak up on your fitness so your body doesn't fight you so hard. If fat loss is your goal, take your time with it. If running faster is your goal, have a gradual, sustainable approach instead of going all out to burnout. When we make changes through slow, steady, consistent effort instead of through dramatic change, we are much more likely to reach our goals and stay there. Thank you for listening to The Planted Runner, part of the Evergreen Podcast Network. Don't forget that you can enter to win a free custom training plan for your next race and get featured on the show. Just write an Apple Podcast review and enter at theplantedrunner.com/PRLab. Of course, reviews are the #1 way to boost this show's reach, and it's a great way to tell me what you'd like to hear next because I read every single one. Have a great run today.
The internet gives us a glimpse into the crazy happening all around us. Unhinged behavior, personal secrets, unbelievable coincidences. It's all one big circus, and the RR Show is your front row seat. Each week, we curate the wildest Reddit stories just for you. Like how her future husband is definitely too close to his mother, or how a guy got revenge on his awful boss by making him lose a major client, or how a wakeboarding mishap sent a blast of water up where the sun doesn't shine. Whether you're into hilarious accidents, insane relationship drama, or pure chaos, these insane confessions are sure to make your jaw drop. Don't miss out on the stories everyone is talking about. Listen to the RR Show weekly on Mondays via your favorite podcast platform, or get your episodes early and ad-free by becoming a member. The RR Show. All of the drama, none of the hassle.